Hey G-Man, 2 Cents Rugby here. Still no rugby on G-Man because of the lockdowns. I know there's a bit of talk about maybe something going on in South Africa, maybe something going on in New Zealand, but that still seems to be at least weeks, if not months off on the horizon. So in the meantime, a challenge for you. I'm going to put you in charge of the Springboks to pick a 23-man squad, but there is a catch. And it's a catch, I think, at least partially based in reality, because I think for the games this year, 2020, I think Rassie would have picked, I think, a largely domestically based side. So that's kind of what I want you to do here, is pick yourself a 23-man squad of players only currently playing in South Africa. So you got the Bulls, Lions, Sharks and Stormers guys to choose from, and also you got the Cheetahs and the Kings guys. But that's it. Guys who are leaving to take up contracts after the season, that's all good as long as they're in South Africa now. Guys who are coming back from overseas, not a go. They got to be in South Africa as of the 2020 rugby calendar. So yeah, see how you go with that one. Based on what we've seen in Super Rugby, at least, I'm not as au fait with the guys from the Pro14, to be fair, but from what we've seen in Super Rugby and the South African teams in 2020, I think you should have a bit of fun picking that side. So yeah, pick that side, and yeah, we'll see what you come up with. Cheers, G-Man. Take care.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. As you could see at the start of this video, we got a challenge from 2Cents Rugby, and that challenge was to create a Springbok squad of 23 players. However, the catch was I could not select any of the players from overseas. It had to be a full-on South African squad. No Andre Pollard, no Faf de Klerk, none. It definitely made me realize the talent that we have in South African rugby, and the depth we even have in the country of phenomenal talent out there, both young, old, medium age. We're really blessed with some phenomenal talent out there, and I thought this was an absolutely genius challenge from him. But I've thrown one back at 2Cents Rugby, and he's got a challenge which he will announce in his video. So make sure you click on the link in the description, subscribe to 2Cents Rugby if you're not already, and go wait for him, because he's got one that I've sent him a challenge back. So well done to 2Cents for coming up with this fantastic collab idea. I think it's absolutely genius. So guys, go give that man some love. He's a phenomenal YouTuber, and in these times where there's no sport and it's tough for us content creators, it's awesome that we can collab and work together in order to help one another. So fantastic challenge that he set for me. It was tough, it was hard leaving out players. I think I'm going to get slaughtered for being a Sharks team, but hey, the guys that are currently in form, you can't blame me on that one. But there's some good teams. I was allowed to select from the Cheetahs and the Kings as well, who obviously are the SA teams that play in the Pro14. So I definitely have one or two of them in this squad. So without further ado, here is my 23-man Springbok squad, locally based, and then we will discuss it after this montage. Here we go. Right, so as you can see, 23 South African players all currently in South Africa. I know there's going to be one question with Andre Esterhuizen, but technically he is still in South Africa. He hasn't left for the Harlequins yet, and he did play in the Super Rugby, and 2Cents did say that is allowed. So here we go. Number one, Stephen Kitsoff, the Ginger Ninja, phenomenal player, always rated him Bonambi, number 2, my hooker. Obviously, there's a lot of guys who were injured. This is my team without obviously thinking of injuries. So Bonambi, number 2, Trevor Nyakanya, the experienced man from the Blue Bulls and also a Springbok. I have included him in my squad. I've gone for the Southern Kings for number 4, JC Astle. Great, solid, bearded man. That plays for the Southern Kings. Great person, great player, and I think he's going to be good in the upcoming days. We've gone for Andre Kruger, who's obviously an experienced Bulls player, who's obviously was overseas, but came back to South Africa, who was a former Springbok as well, and he brings a lot of experience to the team, and I'm putting him in as my Springbok selection. I know he's a bit getting of age now, but the experience is what these youngsters need, and I think he'll be a good asset to the Springbok team. 6, my captain, Siya Kolisi. You know how I feel about him. Phenomenal player. Pieter-Steph du Toit, World Rugby Player of the Year, makes it in at number 7. Lions captain, Warren Whiteley, one of the most unfortunate rugby players around, because he is one pure great talent, but unfortunately injury has cost him a few caps in the Springboks, missed out on the World Cup opportunity, and probably a potential captaincy for the Springboks, but unfortunately injury got to him. But Warren Whiteley sits at number 8 for my team. Number 9, we've gone with Herschel Yankees. I mean, I've rated this kid from day one. Phenomenal young talent. Kerwin Bosch, number 10, the Sharks fly half, as well as my Pimpy Springbok World Cup winner at number 11, Andre Estes, and he joins my squad before he sneaks off overseas. Lucanio is my centre. Spooring Corsi. I mean, I rate this kid so highly, and because I couldn't choose Cheslin, Spoon Corsi would be my number 1 pick in any case, and I would put Cheslin on as fullback. On fullback note, I've got Warwick Gallant in the squad. Would have probably gone with Damien Willemse, but he's now overseas, so I can't select him. Gallant is making the number 1 squad. Then we look at the bench. Oxenoche from the Sharks, former Cheetah as well. Phenomenal brute talent. Scarron Tibeni, another experienced bloke, bringing into the squad from the Stormers. Thomas du Toit, a machine from the Sharks, who I've included. Opa Mahoje, another brilliant chap who brings a lot of experience. The Cheetahs leader, as well as former Springbok, or could be still a Springbok. But obviously injuries also knocked him. But for me, experience-wise, I'm including him in the squad. And because it's my team, I make the decisions. I am selecting a guy who should have been selected for the Springboks many years ago, again for experience and to build these guys up. And that is the one and only Cyril Pretorius from the Southern Kings. Elton Yankees makes the team at number 21. Obviously, it would be a fight between him and Kerwin Bosch, but I want to give Bosch a chance. I think he's had a good year this year and really shown a lot of character, and the experience of Yankees coming in from the bench will be also a great factor. Roscoe Speckman, I mean, the speed machine in that squad, phenomenal talent. So he is making my squad at number 22. And last but not least, Mr. Fassi from the Sharks. This young chap has also really taken the world by storm and played a solid game for the Sharks, making a few SA Team of the Weeks, which has been great for him, and I think a phenomenal talent for the Springboks in the future. So there you have it, 2 Cents Rugby's challenge of Springbok squad, domestic version, well, not domestic, locally based version. A tough challenge, and I know I've missed out on a few great ones, but for me this is the team currently on form base, as well as a few favourites here and there from my side. Great challenge. Obviously, guys, head over to 2 Cents Rugby. This is posted in the evening in South Africa time. His video will be in the morning probably, unless he does it quickly after this one. But his challenge has been set, and I've sent him my clip that he will play on his video. So go over to 2 Cents Rugby, subscribe to his channel, and yeah, support us small YouTubers. We're growing and getting better, and he's done extremely well, and credit, and I take my hat off to all the greatness he's provided and the commitment that he does, even having a full-time job, etc, etc. I salute you, man, and I hope you and I can work more in the future, especially during this time of the pandemic. Let's hope we can see rugby on our televisions again. Thanks so much for the challenge. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and don't forget to check out 2 Cents Rugby's video. It's going to be released soon. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.